Hello again, and welcome again to my music room. You've made it to another lesson. Excellent. So here we are on lesson 4. So today we're going to look at sitting at the piano and the correct posture, and we're also going to look at playing our first few notes, which is very exciting. But first of all, this is where my lessons normally take place when we're not in a lockdown. I have face-to-face lessons. I also do some digital lessons as well, so online via Zoom or WhatsApp or Skype. That's the one. So if you want to contact me and actually book some lessons, then feel free to contact me on my website address, which is www.thepianolady.co.uk. And there's a mobile number on there and an email address. So back on to the lesson. Here we go. So I'm sitting at the piano in this chair, but it's very naughty because you're supposed to sit on a piano stool. Now I sit in this because I'm in it all day and it supports my back and everything. But when you're sitting at the piano, you're supposed to sit at an adjustable piano stool. Make sure it's the right height. So when you sit at the piano, you sit on the front third of your piano stool, so not right to the back. So if you sit right at the back, you will tend to slouch like this, and that's not going to be good for your back. You get real bad backache. So if you sit on the front third of the piano stool, and your legs, I don't know if you can see my legs there, your legs should be your right foot forward slightly, so that the weight is more forward rather than back like this. So, and eventually this right foot will be using the pedal, which we'll come on to much later, which is very exciting. Anyway, so front third of the piano stool, and also make sure it's an adjustable one, because when you're playing the piano, this forearm should be at right angles with your body like this, so you can keep it nice and straight here like this. Now if it's up like this, then it means your piano stool is too high and you need to lower it down. You have some windy mechanism on the side. If it's like this, then you're too low, so you need to lift up, either wind it up or sit on some cushions or something. So pretty much at right angles with your keyboard there like this. And when you play the keys, when you press the keys, you press down with the tips of your fingers like this. Curve your fingers at 2 joints, so here and here, and push down with the tips of your fingers. Now this shape should be as if you're holding a tennis ball or an orange. You could practice around that. I haven't got one here handy. Normally have because of the dog, but so practice just holding an orange and getting that shape like that. And then when you push down at the keys, push down with the tips of your fingers. This should be nice and straight and very flexible with your wrist. You probably will find that the flexibility will develop as you play, but at first you'll probably be quite stiff because you're concentrating really hard, so that's fine, but it will develop. So pressing down with the tips of your fingers, nice straight back, keep it nice and straight, otherwise you will get a backache. So, and then like that, preferably a bit more tuneful than that. Okay. Right, now on to some playing. Now this is the book that I am working from at the moment. Can you see that? It's called The Piano Course, the Classic Piano Course, and it's by Carol Barrett. So you might want to get one if you want to get a new book. This is the book to get for now. This is the one I'm going to start off with. There's going to be a number of books that I go from, so I'll tell you about them further on in the line. This is a very good one. This is aimed at either adults or children, and this is by Carol Barrett. It actually says the piano course for older beginners, but it's fine for children as well. There's just not many pictures in there. That I know kids like to look at lots of pictures, but this is great. So if you open your book when you get it, you can get it on YouTube, on Amazon or Yahoo not Yahoo, talking about Amazon or Music Room or anything like that. And it should be quite easy to find. So if you open the first few pages, you'll see that we've covered some of this in our first 2 lessons. So we did some hopping up and down the piano, all the C's and then all the G's. You can practice doing that. And also having a look at the notation in the second lesson, you will see that the next page is all about notation and where the notes sit on the stave like we did yesterday. Okay, now over the page, how to sit at the piano, and we just done that. And nice curved fingers here, and don't let your wrists drop down like this. This is quite a common habit, to lean on the piano. I know I used to do this when I was a kid. Used to lean on the piano and play, but it's not good. You haven't got good control. Now also finger numbers. So if you have a look on this page here, whoops, where is it? Fingering, there it is. So I'm going to number your fingers so that your right hand, your thumb is finger 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes writing the fingering really helps with learning the piano, as well as writing in the notes. So ready to play. Now at the top of this page here, we have a little exercise here. Place your right hand in the position shown. You are now ready to play the first note. So we're going to play with your right hand thumb. We're going to put that on middle C. So when you go on to middle C with your thumb, your second finger is on D, your third is on E, your fourth is on F, and your fifth finger is on G. And then I just want you to play these notes one after the other using all fingers. 3, 4, 5, and you could go back down again. So play all these 5 notes: C, D, E, F, G, and then back down again. Just practice. The feel of the keys are going to be quite unfamiliar to you, so, and also every piano and every keyboard feels different, so the resistance is probably more on mine than say someone else's. Quite a heavy action, this piano, and so just practice going up and down these. Now also on this page it says about the word legato, which is it's the way that you play them. It means smooth and connected. So to make them sound legato, instead of bringing each note up like this, so there's a gap in between each note, you're going to overlap them. So keep the C down until the D is down, like that. So slightly over the lap. So at some point you've got 2 notes down together, so you hold the C down and keep it down until the D is down, and then you release the C. That's a very slowed down version, like that. So that's legato, that's playing smoothly. So listen to the difference. You've got detached, and then you've got legato. Nice and smooth. So just practice this week or today. Just practice playing those 5 notes with the right hand and looking at the notes on the stave as you play them. You could play them without looking down at your hands. Maybe cover up your eyes if you need to. Okay, and that's the end. And I'll just show you that with the overhead camera now. Bye bye. So, just going over those notes, here's the middle C. If you put your thumb on the middle C, second finger on D, and then E with your third finger, F with your fourth, and then G with your 5th finger. So just keep practicing these, keeping a nice curved position like this, pushing down with the tips of your fingers like this. then to get the legato, so that was detached. So I'm bringing up each note afterwards. But to play it legato, you've got to join them slightly, overlap those notes to get a legato sound. Take a bit of thinking about. So when they're up, speeded up, they'll sound like this. That's a nice smooth legato sound. So legato is Italian for the words joined up or smooth and connected. So slightly overlapped, but not too much that we. So what I don't want is for them to be held down like that. We don't want to. We want to let the other note come up, but just at the right time, so you don't have a blur like that. Okay, so that's what you've got to practice this time, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.